There is a thermostat in the control room of your mind. It has only one setting: your financial reality. From the day you were born, society, your upbringing, and your past failures all conspired to set that thermostat to a comfortable, predictable, and mediocre temperature. You've grown used to the chill of just enough. You shiver with anxiety when it gets colder, and you feel a brief warmth when things improve a little, but always it returns to the default setting. You work harder, you hustle, you try to force the temperature up, but you're fighting the system. The moment you stop applying brute force, the thermostat kicks in and cools everything back down to what it believes is normal. You've been told to visualize wealth, and you tried. You closed your eyes and imagined stacks of cash, luxury cars, but it felt hollow. It felt fake. Why? Because you were trying to imagine a bonfire in the middle of a blizzard without ever touching the thermostat on the wall. The visualization practiced by the masses is a fleeting daydream. The visualization used by architects of reality, by elite athletes, visionary founders, and master negotiators is not fantasy. It is engineering. It is the deliberate, methodical act of recalibrating your internal thermostat to a new, non-negotiable temperature with such conviction that your entire nervous system has no choice but to adjust external reality to match the new setting. Understand this fundamental law of your biology. Your subconscious mind's primary job is to keep you consistent with who you believe you are. It's a homing device. Its target is your identity. If, deep down, your identity is that of someone who struggles with money, your mind will unconsciously create behaviors, attract circumstances, and filter opportunities to keep you in that struggle. It's a perfect, terrifyingly efficient machine. Visualization is not asking the universe for money. It is giving your internal machine a new blueprint, a new identity to lock onto. It's about making the feeling of wealth more familiar to your nervous system than the feeling of lack. So how is it done? How you turn a wish into a neurological command. It requires two distinct stages: the blueprint and the immersion. The first stage is the blueprint, the detailed schematics. Most people fail here. They visualize a vague image of wealth. That's weak. You must build a sensory scene, a full-body experience. If your goal is to attract $100,000, do not visualize the number. Visualize the scene the moment it becomes real. Where are you? Maybe you're sitting at your kitchen table early morning, holding a warm cup of coffee. You open your banking app. Feel the cool glass of your phone. See the exact digits, 100,000. Hear the quiet hum of the refrigerator. Taste the coffee. Feel the knot of tension in your shoulders finally, completely release. Construct this scene with obsessive sensory detail. Details are the code your subconscious understands. A vague image is a suggestion. A rich sensory scene is a command. You're building a blueprint so real your brain begins to tag it as a memory. But a blueprint alone is just a piece of paper. It has no energy. And this is where we move to the second and most critical stage, the immersion. Your brain doesn't build new circuits through logic. It builds them through emotional charge. Emotion is the electricity that brings the blueprint to life. As you hold that detailed sensory scene in your mind, you must intentionally generate the emotion of it already being done. Not the emotion of wanting. Wanting is the frequency of lack. You must generate the emotion of having, the calm, the certainty, the gratitude, the relief. Feel the deep, quiet peace of knowing your bills are paid. Feel the expansive freedom of having options. Feel the profound gratitude for your own power to create. This emotion is the catalyst. It is the energetic signature that rewires your brain. It tells your nervous system, this is our new normal. This feeling of abundance is our new home. The combination of absolute sensory clarity and corresponding emotional charge is the formula for transmutation. Do this every single day, not as a chore, but as training. You are no longer daydreaming, you are rehearsing your future. You are training your brain and body for a new reality. You are making the neural pathways for wealth wider and more familiar than the pathways for scarcity. And then, something strange begins to happen. You start to notice things. An opportunity you would have missed before suddenly stands out. The right person coincidentally enters your life. You get an idea while driving that solves a problem you've had for years. This isn't magic. This is your subconscious mind, now calibrated to a new target, filtering reality differently. It's actively scanning the world for anything and everything that matches the new temperature. The resources were always there. You just didn't have the internal thermostat to let them in. The thermostat of your mind is in your hands. The temperature of your financial life will not be set by the economy, your boss, or your past. It will be set by the clarity of your blueprint and the intensity of your immersion. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you are, and you become what you rehearse day after day in the control room of your mind. For those ready for the detailed schematics, the exact blueprint for this mental construction, there is a special link in the description.